There it is. Nice. Oh, you didn't think I was going to get it. Huh? He doubted me.
I don't really have any issues in the sense. I like to work out, and I just, for aesthetic reasons, I noticed for maybe a year or two now, I can't really activate this left shoulder.
Okay.
I feel it in my trap. Mm-hmm. Everyone I went to, they just go, sorry, not my trap, my lat, they just go straight for the back. Mm-hmm. Watching you, I realized it's probably my posture and my chest. So, I try and do a lacrosse ball and whatever, but there's certain angles I cannot reach. So
yeah, one of the things we'll have before we have neuritis or nerve pressure or like radiating pain is weakness.
Yeah,
it's one of the first things people, even before numbness or tingling, you'll just go like, I feel like I can't contract the muscle as strong as I really should be able to, and that's where we're getting, well, to the model here. These yellow wires are getting hit. Pure statistically, the lower neck is a high, frequently injured area. And so what I like to do is I like to look at our alignment and determine, based on that alignment, how much stress the lower neck is probably under, and try to aim your spine back to an alignment where there isn't much stress on your lower neck. And that's, it sounds like you've already been doing some back stretching. How long have you been doing back stretching?
Probably like a week or two.
Okay, so
yeah,
we'll go through that.
Enough.
We'll go through it. It's about, hey, you see the point that we have to balance, right? Yeah. That our lives, even just driving here, we spend a majority of our day sitting, and how often do we?
My Honda seat is like forcing me.
Correct.
So I'm like, I'm out of the seat now because of where it's telling me to go. It doesn't make sense for me.
The manufacturers design the seats for one reason, really. Crash safety rating, right?
Yeah.
They don't make them necessarily for ergonomically comfortable, right? They want to have the 5-star crash safety rating, which, a lot of the times it rounds our shoulders forward.
Right.
The headrest, you'll see these headrests with the headrests are holding your shoulders heads forward. And I'm not saying anything. My public opinion is leave it exactly where it is. Don't sue me for my opinion here.
Just lost your Honda.
My Honda endorsement. Sorry, Honda. But my point is that leave the seat alone.
Yeah.
But we can do things to try to, not be in such a bad position, or at the very least when we're not driving, we need to counter stretch our body to make up for the hours that we spend in a bad position. We need to take you to a better position. Otherwise, over time, you see people age and we get farther and farther round and forward. And it leads to injuries to these discs. So the more weight that goes on the front part of the spine, these spacers are non-sensitive, and they end up getting injured or herniated or desiccated, or they dry out. And then because they support open the hole the nerve goes through, now you start getting pinched nerves because that hole becomes what we call stenotic.
Maybe 2 years ago, I almost tore my bicep.
Okay.
And I don't know, I'm sure if we make it to the
we'll check it out.
thing, I'm sure there's a lot of dead blood cells in there or whatever.
Bicep curling or just weightlifting or what?
Yeah, weightlifting. I mean, it was just in the wrong angle, the wrong time. It was like a 10-pound weight,
Did it bruise up a lot when you did it?
I diagnosed myself as a grade 1 strain.
Okay.
But I couldn't even lift the laptop.
Yeah, left shoulder's elevated pretty markedly. I mean, we're off kilter here, pretty easy to see. Left shoulder's up. Head's off to the right. He's getting away from this left side. Give me a second here. Even his left arm is closer to his body. Mm-hmm. So your alignment's like the tires in your car. That the alignment shows how.
It's too soon to talk about tires.
Yeah, don't talk about tires on your car. Too soon. Left hip is high. Yeah, you're really getting away from the left side. All right. And so the left side is.
I tore my ACL on my left knee.
Yeah, you're all like away from this. I'm exaggerating, but you're like trying to get away from this left side.
I was T-boned on the left side in college, and I mean, I never thought it would, because I'm good now, I thought, but yeah, I guess
all right.
Something about it.
Stay right there, yeah. A little bit of head forward, head posture. I'm just gonna have you just stay right there with you. Don't turn your torso, but just turn your head left for me. Any pain when you turn left?
Nope.
Turn your head right for me. Any pain when you do that? Nope. Keep your head straight forward, just look up for me. Any pain when you do that? Nope. Feet flat for me, and then cross your arms, cross this arm under, over. Do a little sit up for me. Take a deep breath in. Head back for me. Let all the air out. Exhale. Let it go. Breathe in deep for me. 2 more. Exhale. Let it all go. Relax, relax. Elbows right there. Deep breath in. good. It's a little bit of a dance. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Yeah.
Deep breath in. I know. Exhale. Twist. Just relax. I got you. Deep breath in. Try to relax your back. Exhale. Relax your shoulder. Let's go other side for me. Breathe. Relax. All right, yeah, way looser on that side. Wow. Face up for me. I mean, pretty obvious disparity there. One hip was like, no. The other hip's like, wee.
Yeah.
Okay. Just kind of running my hand down the piano, seeing which keys like to move, which keys don't move. Yeah, so we said this is right. So because your head, if I saw it when I was standing there, your left shoulder was elevated, which is really a left head tilt, but we can't walk around with our head tilted, so we drop a shoulder, you understand?
Gotcha.
To keep our eyes level. When I'm your neck is straight with your torso right now, but all the bones are sticking out on this right side. These are all compressed here on the left, and I have all the bones sticking out on the right. If I tilt you to the right, now I can level out the bones. Now the bones are level, but now your head's tilted. Right? And this reminds me of when we were a kid and we crashed our bicycle and our handlebars and our tire don't line up together at the same time. And you either ride around with the handlebars crooked or you straddle the tire and pull your handlebars straight. And so this alignment is eventually going to pinch this left side. Because your head is essentially in left tilt all the time, like you're letting go of the steering wheel and the car's pulling left, you're going to grind the left lower because you're in avoidance of the right upper.
Right.
And the left lower controls pec, shoulder. You understand everything that you're talking about there on the left side. It's because you're using your spine at the very least 60-40. This is doing 60% of the work and 40 because of this knot up here on the upper right. So everybody's going to miss this. They're going to miss the yeah, it's okay. So I get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
His problem is right here on the right upper part of his neck. The right upper part here has a huge knot, and this has to be. Nobody showed you this knot here, right? Nobody's.
No, I walked in here knowing that there's going to be an emotional knot somewhere.
Okay.
You know, teleport me and
okay.
Produce a bunch of memories.
We're gonna go back in time.
You know, like trauma is stored in the body, so I feel like memories are stored.
They're called psychosomatic, right?
Yeah,
absolutely. Your body will store.
Especially with my left side, my left knee and stuff, I get flashbacks to college, just from releasing tension.
I'm gonna try to loosen this knot a little bit. We're gonna start on the right. That hasn't moved in a while. Oh man, yeah, tight on this side. Okay, I got you. Okay. There we go. Yeah, you got to get off that left side. I know you like to sleep on your left side. You got to try to get off.
I know, right?
That left side is your favorite. Oh, I love it, Ed.
And I feel like it's smashing my shoulder.
Correct, it is.
Yeah,
but it's a subconscious reason. This injury here is going to take precedent of all. Your body really doesn't want to get on this side right here. It's saying, no. Oh, man. How long ago was that injury?
I was about to turn 19.
Okay,
so 13 years ago.
Okay.
As odd as this might feel, this is where your neck belongs.
No way.
Yeah, well, your neck has the greatest opportunity to make it to 90 if your neck has a curve in it. And almost everything in our lives encourages us to not have a curve in our neck.
I know, that's where your neck. Many things happen when there's a curve in the neck. So the weight isn't on the discs, the cartilage that shrinks, and then we lose height as we age. The actual wires, as they exit the spinal column, are not held tight. So the ability to hit a nerve. So everybody can cry about a disc injury, and I say, well, if the curve's in the spine, even with disc injuries, the nerves won't get hit, or at the very least, very easily. And so it's always about restoring as much curve. The actual nerve conduction velocity is higher when there's a curve in your spine. And so they call it sensory neurointegration is the fancy word. In my seminars, they'll keep saying that word over and over again. But simplistic terms, nerves fire faster. Let's just keep it at that.
Gotcha.
So the conduction velocity is higher, and so when there's no curve in your spine, your ability to react to, so athletically, if you want to, be able, your reaction time, all those sort of things are based on your body's ability for your brain to communicate to your muscles in your legs. And so that velocity is faster when there's a curve in your spine. A little crunchy up here.
Yeah. And I think it was more of a forearm tightness, to be honest with you, because, you know, the place that hurt the most was kind of where my bicep and forearm.
Kind of here?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it's attachment here. There's an attachment.
Okay.
So the weakest part is usually where the tendon attaches to the bone, or where the tendon connects into the muscle.
Okay.
That's usually the weakest part. So it's like right here in between tendon and muscle, or where the tendon dives into the bone. And so in this attachment, you want to kind of go towards the attachment. Very silly, I don't want to say advice I hear sometimes is always massage towards the heart. Okay, that's for like for lymphatic drainage. Okay, for sure. But when you're working on this attachment here, we're going to work towards this attachment. Do you understand? So in this case, I'm working away from your heart because we're pressing the attachment back down onto the bone. And so this one would be this direction. You'd be working towards the heart this direction.
Okay.
So I think about mid-muscle. So about mid-muscle, from here this way, we're going to go this way, and from here this way, we're going to go this way.
Gotcha.
Muscle belly, you can kind of go back and forth. It's not a big deal. Muscle belly is pretty flexible, and it just wants, you're just trying to comb this. The tissue is kind of like hair. You're just trying to comb this out and make sure there's no tangles in the fibers here. But right when you get to the tendon there, you're going to work it towards this attachment.
Definitely know about hair. What's funny is I have more hair than my dad and my brother combined.
Wow.
So I don't know where it came
genetically,
from. Yeah, skipped a generation or something. Then skipped my.
You can see that right there?
Yeah.
Right, so that's, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep. Definitely something got torn in there.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just luck, but, you know, I know a lot of people that work out and they'll hurt their shoulder, they'll hurt their knee, they'll tear a bicep or whatever, but I think I you know, the bicep thing was the most serious thing, and that took a long time to ever happen, so.
I think even like wounds, you know, they can heal quickly if you have care, you know, but if you don't have care, sometimes the wound can stay gaped, and so it doesn't heal very quickly. It'll still heal because you're young enough, but, you know, at later in life, they won't heal properly or they don't heal at all, unless you butterfly stitch close the wounds.
You can probably tell my chest is like, I've been working on it like caved in. So now that's finally open, I'm like, damn, like, there's all this surface area that's
well, this gets jammed.
Dead.
Yeah, this all gets jammed on the front here. And end of the day, we just have to learn how to stretch our shoulders back. The AC joint, acromioclavicular joint here, gets jammed frequently as a common squeeze, you know, because our shoulders are forward. This gets jammed here on the front. And so the pectoralis is a more dominant upper body muscle compared to the rhomboid. So the pec pulls our shoulder forward, the rhomboids pull it back, and if we're going to put money on who's going to win that tug of war battle, it's always going to be the pec.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I usually think about trying to stretch the pectoralis out, draw the shoulder back. The main expensive things that happen are two things. One, the labrum where the humerus pivots in the glenoid fossa of your scapula. So there's a cup that the humerus is in. The more your shoulder is forward, the more you're not seated in the middle of the lake where the most cartilage is. And so you'll tear what they call a labrum. They call it labral tears of the shoulder. And those are the lip or the edge of where the humerus is. And so everybody will cry about it and want to have surgery. And I go, how about we just get off the labrum? Right? Let's try to bring the shoulder back into the right alignment where we're not pivoting all the time on the lip. And, you know, that brings a lot of relief for, you know, can cancel stuff.
There's another thing I wanted to show you, actually. My left hand from that same car accident, you can see is like a bump. It's like calcified bone or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe that is
right here.
Yeah, maybe that is also.
You broke it. You busted it. Something.
Yeah,
something.
something
Something
got
hit it
fractured,
hard, yeah.
another hairline fracture,
Yeah.
another random. What happens is your body believes that whatever happens is going to happen again. So it added bone
Right. Okay.
to bolster it, to beef it up. In this area, there's no impingement sites necessarily. The main thing is range of motion. So sometimes, you know, your ability to bend your wrist might get affected if this bone
Right.
keeps growing. How sore is this?
Not
Not at all.
at all.
That means this problem, again, probably 13 plus years old. If it was still sore, then I would worry that the bone is still going to keep growing. But if it's not sore,
Okay.
then I'm not too worried about it. It's the acidity and the inflammation that will keep attracting calcium. So if you rub this area and you notice that it's not tender, then I don't think it's going to get any bigger.
It's cool you guys work together.
Yeah, it's fun. It is fun.
Did you guys meet in a chiropractic way?
I was in school, so yeah, kind of. I didn't meet her at school,
No,
but I was
yeah.
I just started chiropractic college when I met her at her church.
Showed up at church.
Said, "Hey, baby."
But yeah, we've been married now for
Yeah, go talk to her.
oh my gosh, 17 years,
Oh wow.
and we've got 4 kids. We
Oh,
were married. We were married young, so.
Yeah, I like that. I know.
Yeah.
I'm more worried about this AC joint. The other thing is the rotator cuff. So the more forward the shoulder goes, the more these tendons of your rotator cuff are held tight like guitar strings,
Mhm.
and then they're easily torn based on that alignment. So as you bring the shoulder back, these tendons are held loose, and the ability to tear supraspinatus, your rotator cuff muscles, goes down as the shoulder alignment gets better. But there's definitely some lactic acid here. Shoulders have been, that shoulder stretch there.
And the thing that bothered me the most is that I feel like I'm curious enough and determined enough to understand or try and fix something. And for like I said, like for a long time I couldn't fix my shoulder, and I was like, it's going crazy. I was like, what is it? You know? Yeah.
The more simple way to think about it is, especially at the younger ages, let's say teenage and 20s, if something doesn't resolve, it's nerve. Do you understand? Meaning that it's almost always nerve. You understand? The body, if it was something that was torn, your body would just heal it, right? It would replace and it would just go away. Do you understand? If something doesn't go away at your age, highly suspicious that we're dealing with disc nerve. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because those things won't resolve until the spine is put into an alignment where the nerve is no longer aggravated. As you get older, it can become a little bit harder. It's usually a combination of both things happening, wherein that you need to actually work on the shoulder and alleviate pressure of the nerves. But young people, it's anything that doesn't go away after 6 to 8 weeks, it's nerve. It's lingering. It's not getting better. Nerve. Let's see here. Oh, not the subscap bit. Sort of pull these lats out of here a little bit. Actually, not too tight, because the lats here are definitely. Don't take my hair out.
These are on my back, like 9 sessions. So it's probably like reduced by 50%.
Woohoo!
So just imagine what it was before. And before that, I was doing waxing, and that is so painful.
Oh, gosh.
Especially like the chest and the stomach.
Jeez. Wow, yeah, left side of your back that's pretty obvious, right? You see that, babe? Left side of his back right here. Well elevated. Goes with that left head tilt. So because you're getting away from that right side of your neck, the left head is tilted left, which then elevates the whole left side of your upper back. And so you gotta think of this as like being hiked and twisted at the same time. This is all right up here. It needs to all go down. But it's all secondary to that knot on the right upper side. The shoulders, the hips, they're all just trying to balance the head. My dad thinks of this game, I guess I never played it, maybe somebody out there watching have played it, where they used to take a broom and the head of the broom is up in the air, and the handle, the stick, the end of the stick is in their palm,
Mhm.
and they're trying to balance the broom, and the hand is going everywhere, but the sweeping part of the broom is up in the air, and it's not
Mhm.
moving at all,
Mhm.
right? And the hand is moving all over the place. And so
Mhm.
that's kind of the upper neck. This isn't moving, but this is moving all over the place,
Yeah.
trying to balance the position of the top. And so you'll abuse your lower neck, you'll abuse your lower back because the upper neck is stiff. There we go. Right there. Has anybody dug in here before? Anybody dug in here a little bit?
Little bit.
Little bits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I think, you know, the force you put in, I feel like is the force you get back out.
Okay.
Maybe some people don't want to get that force
They don't
back.
go that deep, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot in here, bud. So I'm just saying I feel a lot of crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no normal crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
There's no Rice Krispie treats that
Yeah.
are normal on our back. It's all injury and scar tissue and healing. And so
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like running a carpet cleaner. How many passes does it take? And the answer is I have no idea. You just keep making passes until
Mm-hmm.
it comes up clear, and there shouldn't be any of that. That's all injury. Maybe the hairline fracture was in here. If I had to take a guess, it probably was.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably right in here. See, when we're young, this part of our back is actually moving, and so the forces go into the parts that are moving. The parts that are stiff don't get injured, only the parts that are actually functioning. And so when we're young, because our middle back is actually looser than our lower back, all the oldest injuries are in here because it hadn't shut down yet, right? Then when this shuts down, now we have the compensatory injuries in the lower neck and lower back where everybody gets surgery. But the original, the first injuries, the oldest injuries are always in here. And I would say it's right there. This is probably the oldest. Oh man, yeah, wow. He did something in here.
There was one time, like a year, 1 to 2 years ago,
Uh-huh.
where I was doing a shoulder press, and I hurt my neck.
Uh-huh.
I think my neck moved
Yeah,
more than my shoulder did, or something.
sure.
And I couldn't turn my neck for like a week or two. I forget if
Probably
it
to
was...
the right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it was on the right side,
Uh-huh.
so maybe that's
Mhm.
where that all came from.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think we might be on to something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I think that's you definitely healed tilted left is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
So usually when we have an injury, your body's gonna, if you break your right ankle, you're gonna heal
Right.
with
yeah.
all your weight on your other ankle.
Mhm.
And so, yes, there's enough. The misalignment of your neck is not small, so it warrants
Mhm.
a significant something significant happened to create it. None of this is something we were born with,
Mhm.
and this isn't just posture. Posture wouldn't create this.
Yeah.
Just sitting in a chair or in school, bad,
Yeah.
won't make this. It'll create tightness, but it won't make crunchy. Crunchy is tearing.
Mhm.
Something got ripped, like your bicep, like that little crunchy area in the those
Yeah.
those are tears, and then the fabric heals in a knot. I got hard muscle here, but it's just hard. I feel it's just hard.
Yeah.
I don't have it crunching underneath my elbow. It's just tight. That's posture. Posture will usually do that. That's just muscles that have been tight. Sometimes guarding will do it a little bit, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's gonna be all the discs on the left are going to be the 45-50. Without me in your life, that would be the first thing that happens is, the cartilage on the left side of your spine is going to wear out faster, and that's what we're going to got to unlock the right. Get this side to not need to be avoided. All right there.
What do you like to do for fun?
Oh my, motorcycles, cars.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. when you have kids, it's like everything changes. It's like I go to the park a lot. I push kids on the swing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, would I do that without kids? Probably not.
Yeah.
I'd hope not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I like to read, like to play chess, like to hang out with friends.
oh, cool.
Um,
I'm a good Rubik's cuber.
Really?
Nice. Yeah, I do Rubik's cube. Chess though, I need to work on my chess.
sounds nerdy, but I
Are you
feel
rated?
like you're nerdy too.
Are you rated?
Yeah, I'm like 1500.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
But,
I just like to learn,
mm-hmm.
you know?
That would be Ed, because he's always learning.
Mhm.
Never stop. Never stop.
You know how that's similar.
That was one of the reasons I went to meet you. I was like, if I can just walk away with like
Uh-huh.
one new idea.
Yeah, stop sleeping on your left side. Stop sleeping on your left side.
Okay.
Get off that left side. At least until that right side knot is leveled out, and I'll show you some stuff at the end. We can work on that knot.
Yeah, because you'll see, like, I think my left pec
Uh-huh.
is smaller, my left lat is
Sure.
smaller.
Yeah, you're getting weakness.
Just couldn't activate it or
Correct.
get blood in there.
Correct. Yeah. Once there's shooting pain down to your fingers and your hands go numb, then all of a sudden everybody gets on board with me and goes, okay, Dr. Ed, there was an injury. No,
Mhm.
there was an injury back when he was feeling weakness.
Mhm. It's my first time in Sarasota.
Uh-huh. Oh, really? Okay.
Mhm.
Welcome to the retirement community.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you,
Welcome to...
what do you do here?
We drive really slow.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, right there. That's where...
Do you like Miami, or?
I moved to Miami because of a job. You know, I'm a introverted,
Uh-huh.
down to earth, first generation immigrant American. So, like, you know,
Sure.
I'm easygoing. I don't care about followers. I don't care about this or that or status or money or whatever. Like, so it took me a while to find like good friends and the right communities and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
So I'm happy now. I've been thinking about moving to like Fort Lauderdale just to switch it up a little bit. I just went to Seattle and I love the West Coast. I'm more of a mountain guy than a beach guy, so
ladies, you can reach him at 867-5309.
exactly. Yeah.
867-5309. Sorry.
Do you have a girlfriend, or are you?
No, I don't really prioritize dating as much. I realize that if I just work on myself long enough,
Yes.
that the right person will also be kind of on that same path. So I think I wasted my 20s doing that.
Gotcha.
I think like every man goes through a maturation process of I just want the prettiest, shiniest thing. And then they realize, no, you know what? That's just on the surface.
Yep.
That's not deep.
Yeah.
Like when real things happen in life, those are not the qualities or attributes that will help you. You know, I'm really looking for someone funny or smart or both.
Yeah.
And then comes from a good family, you know, nice, selfless.
I can't really make a mark on the right side of your back if I wanted to. It's all in this, right in there. You feel that? Oh man, that's where it is.
Well, it's a good mindset to have
Mm-hmm.
now. Very good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause life gets tough and gets real quickly. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one who got lucky. That's right. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, get a room back there. Okay.
Just rub it in.
It's all right.
As you rub it in.
It's funny.
This was the loose hip. Yeah, this was the one that was moving. I just want to see the difference here. Why? Oh, here it is. Okay, big knot right there. Okay. Hello. Who put you here? Another reason your body's getting off that right side. Doesn't want to use this. Right there it is. that crunch right there.
Damn.
On that left side.
Yeah.
Goes up into your shoulder. That's where I want to target in a minute when we're stretching. We'll show you how to get the roller or whatever you're using right in there.
Okay.
There we go. Whew. Dinosaur bones. Uh-huh. Okay. Which ACL was it? Left ACL?
Yeah, you can see the patella.
I see the scar.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
not
you.
patella.
Gee whiz.
A third of it.
Gee.
So loud.
That's right. Any pain when you do this?
Nope.
Okay, good. All right, well, healed pretty good then.
Yeah.
How about?
I didn't like my surgeon at all, but he did a good job. Like personally, I didn't.
Any tenderness in here?
No.
No, we're doing good. Okay, good. The main thing that ligament does is it prevents aging of the meniscus.
Right.
So the ACL, PCL, and the collateral ligaments prevent shearing forces on the knee. The meniscus can handle compression, but it doesn't like twisting. You know, so when the ACL tears, you have that potential for that sliding to be happening. And so the meniscus, the most valuable structure in your knee, is right in here. And so if it's in trouble, it's gonna, well, it ain't gonna be like being poked. Go ahead and tilt right for me. Tilt your head right. Yeah, a little bit. What was that?
I can hear.
When you're on your back, I was holding your neck in that curved position.
Mm-hmm.
This is a retainer that we use to mold. And so to work that knot on the right, we can do a little bit of right rotation, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to get more pressure on that right side. And take your hand and you put it on your forehead and you press. Get the idea?
Yeah.
And you work that, that
Gotcha.
right side a little bit. Then you put your hand back down and see if you can stay there. And you close your eyes and take a nap and try to let your neck mold to this device, which is the curve that your neck needs to have.
Is this what you also recommend for 20 minutes?
This is the 20-minute stretch, correct. This is the cervical dental. They found that no adjustment or massage or, you know, electrocution is going to change your posture, that we have to stretch in the opposite fashion to bring us back to center.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything on the table is used to make the spine malleable and clean and supple so that the stretching is effective and you can go deep.
Yeah, like I said, the first time I did it, I felt like my shoulders were like returning.
Uh-huh.
Like I felt like kind of like elevated in a
Uh-huh.
sense because my shoulders were so up there, finally back down.
Yeah, and then my sister makes this thing called, she calls it the dragon roller, but the problem with regular rollers in between the shoulder blades is the scapula get in the way. So below the shoulder blade, where a couple of your knots are, you could just use a roller. You know, it gets fine pressure in the middle back if you have just a 6-inch diameter roller, but I'm gonna let you see what she has here. And
Okay.
you can kind of roll in between your shoulder blades and get that whole area much more effectively, and trying to retract the shoulder blades. And it's essentially the same thing. We want to try to hold them for about 20 minutes. At the beginning, you're moving around more, and then as you do it more, you try to stay in one spot for longer. Really what you can tolerate and how long you can tolerate staying in one position. I realize many people have never ever been back before,
Yeah.
so this feels odd and unnatural. So it's a process of making it feel more normal.
So just from what I could observe and stalk you online,
Yeah.
I was trying to do it. And then I have that block too.
Oh, good. Okay.
Got you. Lay back. I got you.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Here you go.
I was trying to start by doing it like where
Perfect.
my shoulder blades kind of end,
Mhm.
I guess. First I did it too low and I was like in my diaphragm or something.
Mhm.
I was like, couldn't breathe. But then, sorry.
You good?
Yeah, and then like you said, kind of hit every plane.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I mean, this is the hardest one for me.
Looks
and
great.
then, yeah.
Yeah, you want to stay here for a few minutes. Your end game would be, I'd never go down to here, but we do want to hit diaphragm. That is a big
really?
region. Now, the difficulty is normal for you to, I can't breathe, right, because the area is so stiff, and it needs to start feeling, needs to be malleable in there. And many times when we lift weights, we contract our diaphragm, which stiffens our middle back, and so you're encountering all that tightness and stiffness in there that you need to be able to unlock and not be so tight in there.
I also squat a lot. You can
Mhm.
tell by my legs.
By massive. Can anybody tell that I don't squat?
And I just feel like I'm just like compressing my spine
Mhm.
more and more and more.
What you also can do is feet together, knees together, and then rotate your knees, pick a side, and rotate your knees. There you go, stretch, stretch. Good, yeah.
I went for my left side first.
Yeah. Yeah, those old habits. There you go. Oh, good. Stretch that out. And then you bring the knees back up, stay in the middle for about a minute. And then at every level, you kind of do that, and it helps to push the vertebrae in, get them to, level out. I got you, bud. I got you. So the idea of this guy is that it goes in between the shoulder blades, right? And still put the book behind your head, lay back. There you go. But you roll downwards, and you're getting to get more pressure, scoot, and then you kind of roll upwards. Get the idea?
Yeah.
You get in between the shoulder blades a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah, I'm noticing since doing this, I've just felt wider,
Yeah.
more balanced. I think I'm like 2 inches taller now.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to be all hunched forward, hands easily.
Yeah.
Let's see if I missed any. A little bit. Okay. Yeah, right there on that, on your left side. There it is, nice. Oh, you didn't think I was going to get it. Huh? He doubted me. I knew he doubted. I need your help a little bit to arch back. So you're going to lift up, breathe in, arch back, good. Exhale. Good, okay. What was that, Ed? What were you? Uh-huh. Now you see what my dad's done to me my whole life.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, he's nice and loose.
Good job. That was a deep one. He's like,
Yeah.
are you?
Are you sure that's safe, Ed?
I'm good, yeah.
Come on for me. Yeah.